Good morning. Today we are going to continue to work with our radicals and some fractional exponents. I've got a worksheet for you that I will include in Google Classroom for you to be able to complete today. In the following screens, I will show you some examples as far as how to convert into exponential form, and then once it's in exponential form, how to convert it back to radical form. And on the third screen, I'll show you exactly how to simplify each of these. So as we continue through this, on the first section, you can look at the worksheet. We want to change these into exponential form. So we have a couple of examples. Let's start with 5 to the 3 halves. The bottom number in your fractional exponent tells us what root we are going to find. So if we put down a radical sign, the square, the bottom number, is our index. It's what would go in here. Now normally you don't have to write a 2 in that little check mark, but then we want to be able to put our 5 as the radicand. We will put the entire radical in parentheses. The top number in our fractional exponent is the power that we want to raise it to. So we would rewrite this in exponential form. We could rewrite it as square root of 5 raised to the third power. Now let's change 8 to the 4/5 into radical form. What we can do is, first of all, start by drawing a radical sign. Your base is going to be your radicand, so we can put the 8 in underneath. The bottom number is 5. That is our root that we want to find. So we want to find the 5th root of 8. Put the entire radical in parentheses. Your top number in your fraction will be your power. So we will raise that to the 4th power. So this is a way to go from exponential form into radical form. Let's take a look at going backwards. If we have problems in radical form, change it into exponential. So in this, whatever your radicand is, you can begin by writing that as your base. So 6 will be the base. The 3 and the 4, we want to make a fraction out of it. How we do that is the index, the 3, will be your denominator. The power, which is 4, will be your numerator. So we will make this 6 to the 4/3 power. Second example, you can see again our base will be 10 because that's what the radicand is. Our index isn't listed, but we know that means square root, so that means 2. Our power is 5. So we would write a fractional exponent. The power is your numerator, so 5 over 2. So 10 to the 5/2 power. That's a couple examples of going from radical form to exponential form. Now let's talk about how to simplify. I've got one example for you, 25 to the 7/2 power. The first thing that we would like to do is to change this into radical form. So what we want to do is we want to put down a radical sign. We are going to have our base is going to be the radicand, 25. The bottom number is 2, so we are actually finding the square root of that number. Our 7 becomes our power. Now we can use our list of perfect numbers. If you have that paper with you, you can look at what is the square root of 25. So you can go in the square root column, go down until you find 25, follow it across to the left. We will see that that answer is 5. Now we can continue to use that paper. If we start at 5, we want to know what is 5 to the 7th power. 5 to the 7th power tells us that we want to be able to follow all the way across to the 7th root column. So start at 5, go all the way over to the right, seventh root column, that would tell us that we have 78,125. We can convert these and be able to find that without the use of a calculator. Today you're going to complete the worksheet. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.